Hey guys, Lindsay Sparks here, coming at you from the concierge department. This is how to tame your dragon on the Paylog. So the Paylog form is how you're going to track your closing. So what's closing this month, how much are you making on that, and what's your overall volume look like. So here's how we do this form. So you fill out the Paylog form 1 month at a time. So you would start at the first of the month, you would write down anything that is supposed to close for the rest of this month. So let's say we're doing our September Paylog here. I'd sit down on September, I'd look at what do I have closing in September. I'd write, you put the close date, you put the client name. If you're a lender, you're gonna put your commission you're making on this deal, you're putting the mortgage amount, and the source of business. So the source, you're gonna use the acronym, which might be PCR, PC. You can see your lead tracker tab if you need to know what the different acronyms stand for, and then also the person's name. So if this was referred to you by a realtor, let's say it was Mr. Jones, so you would put RLTR Jones. That's where the source of business came from. The realtor Paylog is slightly different. Same thing though, you start at the beginning of the month, you put down everything that's supposed to close for the month. You put the name of the client, then you're gonna put the gross commission for that closing. You're gonna put the net commission, and you're gonna put the sales price. So those columns are a little bit different for each of you. So gross, net, sales price, and then you're also gonna put the source of business. And remember, you wanna be detailed on that because when you go back to look at where your business came from, you wanna know which current client referrals refer to you, which realtors refer to you, which business people refer to you. So that's why you're gonna add that detail at the end of that. So the top is really simple. What are your closings? What's the close date? Who is it? And what's the commission? Then you're gonna total everything out. You're gonna total the number of closings you had that month. Then you're gonna total the amount of the commission, the total mortgage amount. Then you're gonna put your commission split. How many basis points do you make? Put that in there. Real estate agents, you're gonna total out the total of deals, the total gross commission for the month, the total net commission for the month, total sales price for the month, and you're also gonna put the percent that you charged. And the math there is just your gross divided by your total sales equals your percent charge. Just do the math. Then we're gonna ask you again, how many units did you close this month? What was your average commission per unit? So you're gonna take your total commission divided by number of units to get your average commission per unit. We wanna know your total volume year to date. That's where you're gonna add up your mortgage amounts total on all of your Paylogs so far year to date. Now remember, and when you're a lender in the core, and we're talking the Paylog, and this is only for the Paylog form, the year-to-date number starts in December. So you want to put anything year-to-date, units, commission, volume, it's going to start in December. So make sure your December numbers are included when you're doing these year-to-dates. Real estate agents, we keep it simple. It's just January. It's a normal year, calendar year. That's just a note on year-to-date numbers. Your average commission year-to-date, you're going to take your commission year-to-date divided by units year-to-date. Then we're asking your commission this month. You just bring that total down from the top, and then your commission year-to-date. So you're just keeping a running total, and remember that starts in December. Last thing is average loan amount this month. You take your mortgage amount total divided by the number of deals to get your average loan amount this month. And then at the very bottom, we're asking your average team expenses. About how much does it cost you to run your team every month? Roughly. Put that number in there because you're going to need it for the last thing, which is the math, the formula. So you want to figure out your projected year-end income. And the formula to figure that out is taking your net commission year-to-date divided by the number of months. So if this is September, it's actually going to be 10 months because remember, December is included. And then subtract your average team expense and multiply that by 12. That'll give you a pretty good idea of what your projected year-end income is. The math on the bottom, if you're a real estate agent, most of it is very much the same. We're asking your units closed this month. You bring that down from the top. We're asking your net average unit this month. You take your net commission divided by units. We're asking your average sales price this month. Just take your sales price total divided by the number of units. Then your units closed year to date. That's just January up until wherever you're at right now, whatever month we're in. Your net average unit year to date. So that's just your net commission year to date divided by units year to date. Your year to date volume. It's just your running total for the year. Your net commission this month, bring it down from the top. Your net commission year to date, your running total starting from January, and your gross commission year to date, total gross since January. Then, just like the lenders, you're going to tell us your average team expense. How much does it cost you to run your team on average every month? And you plug that into the formula, which is net commission year to date divided by number of months. Now, this time, if it's September, you're just dividing by 9. Subtract your average team expense and multiply by 12 to get your projected year-end income. Now, one more thing that's a little bit different for real estate agents is you do count your buyer agents' deals on this form. So what you would do is list all of your personal deals on the top, skip a couple lines, and then put your buyer agent deals. You're only going to show the commission that you make off the deal. So if you split commission with your buyer agent 50-50, for example, you would show the gross amount that came into the company, the net amount to you only, and the sales price. That'll show about how much commission you're going to make total off of your personal production plus your team. Lenders, if you have junior loan officers, or you're a branch manager and you have loan officers, you're not going to show them on the Paylog. Paylog is just going to be your personal production. So if you do make money off your branch, your loan reps, or junior loan officers, that's going to show up in section 2 of the P&L, not on the Paylog. The Paylog form is strictly for personal production. Some other common questions we get on this form, mainly it's just the year-to-date commission question. Lenders, remember you're starting in December. Oftentimes we're asked, do your team members count on the form? Covered that. So if you have any questions that we did not cover, please feel free to contact your Level 3 Core Concierge, or if you're not a Level 3 member, you can contact support@thecoretraining.com.